Hello, this is Zach with PC Simplest, and in today's video we're discussing Windows 8 and more specifically Windows 8.1 installation. You'll see that on our screen right now we have Windows 8 installed, but we'd like to get Windows 8.1 installed. And now you're asking yourself, well, what's the difference between Windows 8 and Windows 8.1? Just a point 1? Well, no, not exactly. So in Windows 8.1, we actually get kind of a nostalgic feeling because we get a start menu back. You'll be very familiar with the start menu if you've ever used Windows 7 or Windows Vista or even Windows XP. You'll see if we go back to our regular desktop screen that we do not have a start menu here. We have nothing that looks like a start menu, nothing like that. We just have our little icons in our taskbar and that's it. So in Windows 8.1, we get a somewhat of a start menu back. It's not exactly what you're thinking of when you get a start menu, but it's just kind of convenient. It's nice to have. It's just nice to see it there again. Obviously, Windows 8 is completely different than Windows 7 or Windows Vista or Windows XP. They've set it up completely different, and I know it takes a little while to get used to and try to figure out how everything works, but once you get used to it, it's not too bad. It actually runs pretty well. It's not bad. I just upgraded to Windows 8 just the other day, actually really for the first time, where I was actually going to say, hey, I'm going to get started and get on Windows 8 and see what we got and start making videos with Windows 8 so I can show everybody how to use it. And I'll actually also be learning in the process as well. So we're just going to go ahead and get started with getting Windows 8.1 installed. You know, there's a lot of different features that Windows 8.1 offers besides the start menu. Actually up here you will get some different icons like power options on shutting the computer down, restarting, stuff like that. We'll receive different options for like minimizing stuff and closing things out, because you'll see a more familiar image for that as far as how that works and stuff like that. So I'm not going to bore you with those details. I'm just going to say, yeah, Windows 8.1 is definitely the way to go. Don't use regular Windows 8. Windows 8.1 is definitely your best option. So what we need to do is look for the store tile. So when we're at our start screen here, we see all of our tiles, and what we're looking for is the Windows Store. And you'll see here that this has a little bag icon, and if we hover over, you'll see that it says Store. This may be in different locations, but if you just have a regular, fresh install Windows 8, this is pretty much like a default setup. If you've already customized a little bit, you'll have to locate your Windows Store tile, but you should see this little icon right here. And when we go ahead and click on this, it'll open up, and you'll see that was like a little bag that kind of popped up. That's because Microsoft has their own stores now, kind of like the Apple stores, but Microsoft stores they're pretty sweet. I like them. But anyway, as soon as we open up the store, we should see right here, it says Update Windows, and it says Update to Windows 8.1 for free. Yep, it's free. You've already paid for Windows 8, and they're giving you this upgrade for free. Fantastic. So all we really need to do to get started to do this update is just click on this tile, this big tile right here where our mouse is, and it's going to start installing. Before we get started, I'm going to let you know that it's almost 4 gigs, so it's a pretty big file. So if you have a slow internet connection, it could take you a while. If you have a fast internet connection, good for you, because it shouldn't take you too long, maybe 20 minutes, half hour, something like that. Also, once it finishes installing, it's going to reboot your computer, and you're going to have to do like a few setup options. Those are really easy to do, really self-explanatory. It's not going to change too much of how you already have your computer set up as far as customization, but it's just part of the process of installing this update. So anyway, let's go ahead and get started and click on this, and you'll see that we have it'll tell you a little bit more about it if you actually want to read about it. I'm not going to have you try to read this through a video. So when you're here and you want to take a look and see what Windows 8.1 has to offer, just go ahead and scroll through here and see what it has to say. So anyway, what we want to do is just click on this download button, and it's going to begin installing. You'll see I kind of already started mine a little bit, so we're going to wait for this to finish, but I'm going to come back because it might take some time for me to actually download this. So when we come back, we're going to talk about Windows 8.1, because when we come back, Windows 8.1 will be installed. So I will see you in a little bit. Thank you. Alright, so we're back. We got Windows 8.1 installed, and as you can see, we've already have a few things that look a little different for us. And that's mainly just up here in this top right hand side of the screen. You'll see we have this power options button, and we also have the search button. Those are just two of the changes that were kind of made to the new actual start screen. So some of the other changes are you can go to your top left of your screen here with your mouse, and you'll get a little area here that you can click on your desktop. So if you go there, you can click here. Oh, you go to your desktop. So now that we're at our desktop, you'll see that we got somewhat of a start menu back. It's not exactly the start menu that you're thinking of, because when you click on the start menu, it actually takes you back to your start screen. It's just a little bit of a nostalgic feeling, I feel like, but it is kind of nice to see that there is somewhat of a start menu there, and it gets you back to somewhere where you can actually pin some of your favorite programs, files, stuff like that here, so that it's maybe a little bit easy to access. That's something that you really have to play with and customize, so it is a little bit different. You also see that that arrow that I clicked on here, right there, it takes you to apps screen, so it shows kind of all the apps and programs that you have installed on your machine. And just another quick access modification that they made there, which is nice. It's different. They're trying to make it better, I guess. They actually just released Windows 10 preview about a week, 2 weeks ago, and that's actually a pretty nice upgrade because the start menu is actually somewhat of a start menu. It's actually pretty neat. I installed it on one of my laptops, and I will hopefully be making a video on that pretty soon, so everybody can kind of get a little preview of that. But here that was this is part of Windows 8.1. It was really easy to install. There's a couple different modifications that were made that are a little bit of improvements, and that's always good to see. So I hope you enjoyed, watching just this little portion of, installing Windows 8.1. If you have any questions about installing Windows 8.1 or need any help with Windows 8, period, please feel free to comment on any of my videos or just this video specifically. Feel free to reach out to me, via the website, pcsimplest.com. I'm more than happy to get back with you and try to communicate with you the best way that I can and get you some help. If there's any time you have a question regarding anything related to your PC, always feel free to get a hold of me. And if I can make a video to show you how to do it in a simple way, I would be absolutely happy to do that for you. I love what I do, and I hope that these videos make a difference for you, and I thank you for watching. Have a great day.